Okay, so this is just a fun project to do, to use up scraps. So we're going to create a keyring. So we've got one of these clasps, it swivels, got a D-ring there, and just push that down to open it to put on your keyring. So I've got some bosal wadding there, give it a bit more structure than ordinary wadding. I've got some little strips of fabric that we're going to build up in a quilt as you go method. We're not putting the backing on until afterwards because we're going to use that to form our binding as well. So first thing that we're going to be doing is going to put a strip down the centre. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put that diagonally across, and then I'm going to take one of my other strips, I left one of those over the side. Just want to make sure that your strips are long enough to cover the edges. So for this first one, it's going to be fixed by our stitching for this one. I'm going to use a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and it does help to have some thread in your machine. And then I'm going to add a strip either side. So I'm going to cut this strip in half because it's just the corners. There we go, one on the other side. There we go, and again I'm going to press those open. There we go, and that's our top covered. So what we've got to do now is go and trim all these edges off. That looks much more like it. So what we're going to do is place that in the centre of our backing. It's going to press the backing on. There we go, and what we're going to do is fold our edges over to meet the bosal and just overlap inside, just so that we've got a raw edge. Covered. And I'm just going to put a couple of clips in there just to hold it in place, and I'm going to fold that corner over, and I'm going to do the same with this side, and to just roll that over the edge. There you go, got my little mitered corner there. So this bit is a bit fiddly. Just take your time. There we go. So I'm just going to take that clip off the end there and come and redo that bit in a minute, just so I can get my mitered corner. Fold that over. I'm just using my nail just to get the crease in the right place. Let's just take that side out. can fold that over, clip that down, and then straighten that bit out. There we go, and then I can just refold that back over so that all four sides now have a mitered corner, and I'm just pressing, making sure that the fabric is laying flat under it. So now I'm just going to top stitch that in place, get as close as I can to the edge, making sure all the corners are secure. And just start at the edge. So you may find it's easier when you get to the edge. I'm just going to use my little screwdriver just to hold that in place, sliding it under the foot, and I'm just going to reverse over the corner just to make sure that's held in place. So I'm not putting the screwdriver anywhere near my needle, but it just helps to hold that edge in place without having my fingers in the way. So this will just slip under the foot when my fingers won't go. There we go. So you can see as soon as it's under the foot, and the foot then's holding it in place, I can remove it. There we go. So just hold that in place. So I've got my foot down. Again, I'm just doing a couple of reverse stitches over the corner just to make sure that the corner is being held down. There we go. Back to the corner, and there we have a lovely quilted square. So for the fabric loop, you've got 1.5 inches wide. Just want to fold over the ends both sides and press, fold it in half and press and open it up, and then you're going to fold these two outer sides into the middle, press it again, fold it over and press it, and then you need to do a line of top stitching down either side.